So, what's up, guys? Welcome back, okay? Today, I'm going to do something. I'm going to be reacting to MSA. Yeah. Let's be honest, I don't like MSA. It's not like I hate them, I just, never give a crap about them. I just heard them a couple of times from some people, and then I decided, okay, well, I'm just gonna watch this, It's probably gonna be cringe, most likely, I thought it was, homosexual, whatever. I'm just gonna watch it anyways. So let's go. If you don't know what MSA is, lucky you. If you know what it is, still lucky you. Because okay, this is just a video. I'm gonna watch. Anyways, let's start.
Okay, so I married young. Nothing wrong with that, right? I was in love. But Prince Charming was more like Prince Boring. And who
So yeah, so the changes in our
my
story.
stepsisters and stepmom would be the start of my troubles. I was a fool to think it would be a happily ever after. Hi, I'm Cinderella, and I'm from Germany. Growing up was tough. I was stuck cleaning all day while my spoiled stepsisters, who thought they were big-time influencers with their 10 followers, attended glitzy events. They bossed me around like mean girls, and my stepmom never defended me. Jenny took my book again.
What do you need with a book? You have floors to scrub. Jenny needs it to wedge her window open. You know how her hair gets frizzy in the humidity.
I couldn't figure out why my stepmom treated me like this. She was supposed to have loved my dad, and he would have never wanted her to act this way toward me. I put up with it for ages, until things got interesting. My stepsisters were practically fainting over a massive palace party. Prince Charming was on the hunt for true love, and every girl, including me and my stepsisters, was head over heels for him.
At least my hair isn't frizzy like yours. I wish I had blue eyes, though, like Cinderella. Do you think he'll notice my wart?
Not unless he's asleep. And I'm taking a fan for my hair. Thanks.
Prince Charming was so handsome, always being photographed holding cute animals. We all had tickets to his party, and I pictured myself in a stunning ball gown, but I was in for a shock.
Why, you're not going, Cinderella. Only glamorous ladies get to dance with the prince. And your dress looks like it's a thread away from a dish rag.
Yeah, regular Cinderella story, just need more than touch me, whatever.
They all laughed, and I was furious. I'd had enough and wanted my own independence and to find true love. I was just about to pack my bags when my auntie, who'd been out of town for ages, turned up. She had the latest couture dress in her suitcase and dried my tears.
Essentially, a very good mother in the
Epic
house.
glam makeover, crushed the royal pretty, lost my shoe, and boom, Prince Charming goes on a shoe-fitting tour. And the next thing I know, we're married. I couldn't wait to start my new life with my wonderful Prince Charming. Big mistake. Prince Charming was a total fraud. More like Prince Alarming. Take our first royal engagement.
Alright, you know the drill. Quick photo op, and if any animal comes within 1 inch of me, I'll sue.
As it turns out, Prince Charming is allergic to animals. All the cute animals in his photos superimposed afterward. He was petting air. The worst part was he followed me around everywhere and was clingy.
You are the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yep, same as an hour ago. Shouldn't you be examining royal policies or something?
That gets done for me. I can do whatever I like. We can do whatever I like. Shopping again, a holiday.
We can do whatever I like.
Being precisely 36 degrees, don't you want to give something back?
The people are fine. What's wrong with enjoying the finer things? You'll never scrub floors again. You just don't believe you deserve it, but I do.
Royal life was not what I expected. Sure, it was fun splurging on whatever I wanted and hitting up some epic parties, but it all felt so empty. Little did I know, things were about to change. It all started with the arrival of my new assistant, Larissa. She was super pretty, with flawless skin and those big blue eyes. Most of my assistants were usually a nervous wreck around me, but Larissa was cool and relaxed and seemed to know exactly what I needed, even before I did.
Why, Cinderella, are you about to do your speech? You have spinach in your teeth.
Soon we became good friends. We had a lot in common. I shared about what it was like growing up, how my stepsisters were mean and my stepmom hates me.
My dad only liked my brothers and hated that I was a girl. Said I was useless and not strong and practical like them. so I ran away. But luckily, I found this job. And you.
We goofed around the palace
Aw.
and read books in the library. She was the sister I never had. I even let her take some photos, as normally
It's
phones were
typical
banned in the
MSA
palace, but she never posted them online. I totally trusted her. I began to confide about feeling lonely with Prince Charming. I thought love would make me giddy, just like in the fairy tales.
We all deserve true love. Maybe you just weren't meant to marry the prince.
Then one day,
I feel like
Marissa
this dress
showed
is
me a
gonna lead
photo
to
she'd
Vita,
taken
the
of
one
Prince
that, you know,
Charming with
on
another
the-
girl. He
Oh,
was
that's
holding
it.
her
I guess
arms,
so.
and she was wearing this enormous hat and her face hidden.
I'm sorry, but it's better to know the truth, right?
My heart dropped fast as I confronted him.
No, she was just a super fan. Security escorted her off and I gave her an autograph. I love you.
I'm not sure I believe you. I thought you'd have compassion and integrity. You're not even charming. Maybe Larissa is right, and we shouldn't be together.
No, I'm your true love. I'll show you. Make it up to you.
You do realize you'll have to get out of your gaming chair to do that, but soon everything went crazy. The next day, every newspaper and social media site exploded with an article by
I like that guy's gonna be
Larissa,
bad
an
guy.
undercover
Yeah,
journalist
he's
who
gonna be
set
bad
me up. The witch. She became a huge TikTok
Yeah.
star overnight. The article totally trashed me, making it look like I married Prince Charming for his money and to get my own reality TV show. And worse, how I couldn't stand Prince Charming anymore or royal life. The royals were in an uproar, and protests erupted outside the palace, calling
Is this
me
a pretty quick escalation?
queen.
I think I don't
Parents
think
were
this is.
humiliated
Oh my
and
goodness.
immediately
So
banished
like
me.
sorry,
To my
so fast, like
surprise, Prince
everything
Charming came
changes
with
stuff.
me in solidarity. You're crazy. You'll lose everything.
A chance for you to see I'm your
If I
true
get to the
love.
YouTube
I know
video,
I
so you
always
know,
say you're
you gotta
beautiful,
do
but
things
it's
fast,
more
you know,
than that.
because they don't
Your
want to make it
kindness
all.
stood out. You
The
saved
story just like
you opened
this, like
doors for people.
it's gonna
You make
escalate
me
pretty
want
quickly.
to be kinder.
But it was hard to believe him. We moved into a tiny apartment with no money or possessions. I thought I'd give him a chance, but I spent over an hour teaching him how to boil a kettle, during which he managed to blow the electrics. It was tough.
See, this is why you have staff.
I wondered why my fairy tale had turned into such a disaster. What would Larissa have against me? Was that photo with the other girl even real?
You missed it when her hat fell off and all the frizzy hair spilled out.
That's when I realized the girl in the photo was Jenny. And it hit me. Larissa was actually Carrie. She must have gotten rid of her wart, worn a wig, and used colored contacts. I'd had enough. I marched right over to my stepsister's house to confront them. As soon as the door opened, I was shocked to see my stepmom grinning.
Yeah,
Missing them up in
of
broom,
course.
are we?
Where are my stepsisters? And I thought we'd moved past all that.
This is you know,
Well, you
I'm
were
not story
prancing
of
around
Cinderella.
on marble
You know
floors.
that
We
type?
were
You know that?
shunned from society. My daughters had no chance of marrying anyone respectable. And you did nothing for us. No money, no bigger house, not even a hand-me-down tiara. You should be grateful I didn't throw you out onto the streets.
You treated me like a servant and told me my dreams would never come true.
You see, all this time I've been patient, biding my time. Then I came up with the perfect plan for revenge, and Carrie and Jenny were all too pleased to play along. I just needed to get you out of the picture so that Carrie could take your place. And once more, I'd have the power and influence I deserve.
But the prince doesn't love Carrie. He loves me.
You are so naive. You think I married your dad for true love?
That's why you treated me so badly growing
my
up?
God.
You didn't care about him or me. Well, I won't let you do this to the prince. I felt so angry. Oh wait, do I have feelings for Prince Charming too?
You're too late.
Just
I warned
realizing
the
that-
royals about you at your
Like,
wedding,
why would
and they
you
felt
know,
they
you know,
didn't
you should
believe
didn't
me.
tell
Now
the
we've struck a
the
deal.
first
If
place.
you disappear quietly and he marries Carrie, Larissa won't release her new article tomorrow exposing his hatred for the people and his scandalous faked photos. It'll ruin him, and they know it. So if you really love him, go.
Mortified, I stepped back as she slammed the door. I knew I couldn't do that to Prince Charming, and there is no way he'd want to humiliate his family anymore. So he would have to marry Carrie. Just then, there was a knock at the door. It was my auntie. Had she come to magically save me? No,
Oh,
sweetie.
Carrie got what I
heard
get.
you were still in yesterday's
Nice.
outfit, so I brought you a Chanel. And remember, your dreams can come true. Auntie dressed me up in a silky pink ball gown, and I hitched it up and ran to the palace. I patted the security dogs and slipped inside,
Why
where a
is
huge party was in
security
full
dog?
swing to
Oh,
introduce
oh,
Prince
oh.
Charming's new future queen. There were my stepmom and stepsisters. My stepsisters soaking up the attention and posing for selfies. I looked down at my now muddy pretty ball gown. Who was I kidding? I wasn't a queen. Carrie and Jenny had spent their whole lives dreaming of this. Then it hit me. I had my own dreams and deserved them. What was I doing here? I was about to leave when a security guard dragged me up and paraded me inside. My stepmom and stepsister's mouths dropped open. I was gonna go. Please believe me. Don't hurt Prince Charming. I don't want him if he doesn't really love me anyway. I deserve better, and I hope Carrie will be a great queen. I thought there would be yelling and punching and kicking, but unexpectedly, Carrie bowed her head.
He didn't show.
Huh?
I secretly met him to see if there was any real spark.
You did what?
Even after the wart removal, all he talked about was you. And I want true love too. Honestly, I felt bad, as I did have fun when we hung out, when we were friends. I'm really sorry.
Do as you're told, Carrie. I want creme brulee and pate for supper, not crumbs.
Mom, you treat us just as bad as you did Cinderella. Everyone, I set Cinderella up and manipulated the article to make her look bad. The crowd gasped, when really she'd make a perfect queen one day. So caring and passionate.
But then I turned to see Prince Charming standing there. I was mortified. It's okay. I'm going. Good luck with Carrie. But to my surprise, he knelt and kissed my hand. Then he addressed the crowd.
Oh, so do you think it's gonna
He
happen?
pondered photos and didn't give the attention the community deserved. So my stepmom couldn't blackmail him anymore.
But I want to change, and it's only because I met my true love, Cinderella.
I felt all giddy. Jenny and my stepmom stormed off, while Carrie and I shared an awkward hug before she left. Turns out, he really was my Prince Charming after all. As for my stepmom and stepsisters, they moved away and lost a ton of followers. Karma's a digital age beast, and me, I'd still scrub floors if I had to. But let me tell you, everything's a lot more fun when you're wearing a crown.
Okay, so that's it. That's great, you know. Isn't that? It's what it is, you know, I would say. I don't hate them, so you just, you know, the story is quite too fast for my liking. Like, everything is quickly, you know, evolves, like, escalate pretty quickly, de-escalate pretty quickly, like, but it's a short story, okay, so it's an interesting story. It's gotta be what it's gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, thanks for watching, thanks guys, please, see all the neatest stuff, like, subscribe, you know, see you again, bye, peace out.